You are now tuned into the Captain's Law Podcast.
With your host, Rob Marbury.
Yummy. All right, folks. We're back in the lab. We're back in the studio. This is Captain's Law Podcast. I am your host, Rob, home of your weekly sports news, NFL, NBA, and other random shit, too. Welcome back, man. This is episode number 2. I am COVID-free, finally. I know you heard me last week if you was listening. If not, go back and check that out. I had COVID, man. I was in here fucked up big time, but I set a date when I was going to record, so I got to stick to it, man. So we back today. We COVID free, plenty of analysis, personality, and cuss words, as you can see too. So before we start, man, if you're not already, please, I beg of you, make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to audio podcasts, as well as social media. That's be my IG, my TikTok, and my Threads. That is On the Bench with Rob, R-O-B. It's all one word, and YouTube is Robert Marbury. Just look for the big face with the gray beard. Topics for the night are going to be NFL Week 2 recap and analysis, as well as Shannon Sharp. So I know that the Shannon Sharp thing is a little play, but I got to put my 2 cents on it. So anyway, let's get into it. We're going to do some scores and some analysis. Bell, please. All right. Thursday night football, you had Buffalo versus Miami. Buffalo was busting that ass 31-10. Tua, before he went out, he was 17 for 25, 145 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, and then the concussion happened. So I watched that entire game, man, and he was playing pretty bad, man. It looked like a Madden game. It looked like, I'm playing on all Madden. I'm going against somebody who playing on rookie, man. They just was picking him off left and right. He had 3 picks. And as a result, maybe he didn't trust himself. He started scrambling. And as I was watching the play, it was just an act of desperation, just trying to get, anything he could to work. And as a result, he runs into, instead of him sliding, he dives or slips and falls or whatever, helmet first into Damar Hamlin's pretty much his waist or his knees or something, and he has a concussion. Really looks like he's having a seizure on the field. Man, look, I know we spoke about this last year as far as, the amount of concussions he's had in his short career. And I'm with everybody else. I'm on the same page as what everyone else is saying, that I think he should retire. I think the NFL should go ahead and get whatever disability, whatever, however that works for players who just need to medically retire from the game. I think they should go ahead and consider that. I'm also not about to sit here and act like, if I wasn't in his shoes, because obviously he didn't say that he has no plans of retiring. I would probably be saying the same thing. You play the game of football your whole life. I don't know what the situation is with his family. I don't know if he's taking care of a bunch of people. I don't know. But I know that, if I got 4 years, 212 million with 167 guaranteed, I'd still be trying to play too. Because it's like, well, what's the stipulations for that? If he had to, medically retire from the game today, does he still get to keep that 167? Do we got to give some of it back? Is it really fully guaranteed? I don't know these things. Maybe somebody let me know. Are there any stipulations if you have to, season-ending injury or career-ending injuries? You know what I'm saying? Whether it's physical or CTE type related stuff. Is there a stipulation that they don't have to pay him all this money? So, but I just seen earlier today, breaking news, they put him on IR, injured reserve. So he's got to sit out the next 4 games anyway. That's good. Now, let's see. If I were the coach or I were Roger Goodell, what would I do in this situation? Because this is like the 3rd or 4th time that this has happened. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's been a primetime game or not, where he done been on the ground, with some type of seizure, been down, dizzy, getting up, legs not under him, losing his balance. I don't know, man. I mean, if I really genuinely care about about Tua's life, and he wasn't losing any money or anything like that, I would make him sit out for the rest of the season. That's just me. I would have him sit out for the rest of the season, and then I would take between now and to whenever the Super Bowl is over to figure out if I'm even going to let him come back and play. I think that's more than enough time for you to iron that out. That's just what I would do. Whether they let him, decide to let him come back if he gets cleared and all that other stuff. I think at this point it's beyond, whether he's going to be cleared or not. Like, we need to really decide, should he still be playing football? Because, I mean, at this point, he got enough concussions that, you know what I'm saying, as time goes by, when that CTE kick in, it's going to be in full effect. So, we'll wait to see what happens, man. Get well soon, Tua. Who else? Las Vegas versus Baltimore. Raiders won 26-23. Ravens, what the fuck is going on? Y'all, it's a little disturbing now, man. You let Gardner, Uncle Rico, Minshew go 30 for 38, 276, one touchdown and one interception. Also shout out to Mason Crosby for the motivational, little talk he gave him when he threw the pick. Like, man, I don't know what he said, but I'm going to say in a nutshell, like, man, fuck all that. Get your ass back out there and let's play some ball. Devontae Adams also 9 catches, 110 yards, 1 touchdown, 12 targets. Nice. The Raiders is another team that I don't get to see that often. I wish I could see him. No, I know my man Big D-Dub went to the game. Shout out to D-Dub. I know he was loving that shit. Then you got Lamar Jackson, 21 for 34, 247 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. All right, so it's week 2. I know I did say that you got to get an offensive line some time to develop. They still developing, but I just still don't. I overall don't like what I'm seeing on the offensive side. I really don't. I know Lamar Jackson. I know he gonna run. I know he is, but I don't like what I'm seeing, man. And again, this is a team, that went to the AFC Championship, man. And right now, this looked like a team that I think the Commanders might be able to take them. You know what I'm saying? They play the Commanders November 13th in Baltimore. If they playing like this, I feel like my team, the Washington Commanders, can take Baltimore. I will put some bread on it. At this state, I will put some bread saying that the Commanders can beat Baltimore. I mean, let me know who want to get on in that. You know what I'm saying? I got $20 say that right now, if Baltimore is playing the way they playing and they don't make no improvements between now and the next 2 months, they can take them. Let me know if you want to get in on that. Next, you got the Chargers versus Carolina. Carolina lost 26-3. So I got a question from the community. So I have this thing where on my Instagram, either the day or 2 days before Thursday night football starts, or Sunday, whatever I get time to do it, I'll say, anyone have any questions for the pod, whether sports related or podcast related. So I got 2 questions this week. So as I get to the teams, or I'll read the question. So question 1 for the community: what do you think Bryce Young's future looks like for the Panthers? Well, as you can see, his ass is benched. He got benched for 36-year-old Andy Dalton. I really don't know where we went wrong with this guy. Like, number 1 draft pick. I mean, 18 for 26, 84 yards and an interception. 84? What the what? Let's just go over what the Panthers gave up for this guy. They gave up wide receiver DJ Moore, a 2023 first round pick, a 2023 second round pick, a 2024 first round pick, which results in Caleb Williams to the Bears. And they gave up a 2025 second round pick to get this guy. And they're getting absolutely nothing from him. Is he the Ben Simmons of the NFL? I don't know, but I would love to know what is going on that he's just not able to perform. I don't see nobody who gets drafted as high as he did and then come in the league and stink it up. You do have some busts out here. You know, you got a couple of Jamarcus Russells out here, you know what I'm saying, that came in the league and was just dog shit. But I'm really curious to, like, where's the disconnect, you know, that puts him on the bench for Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton can still sling him, but he's still old as fuck, too. So it's like, is this temporary? Is this for the whole season? You know what I'm saying? I know Adam Thielen made a comment, you know, was saying, you know, this is, you know, pretty much saying we still rocking with him. And they're saying this is still their quarterback. But, I mean, what does benching him do? Because if Andy Dalton get in there and he cooking shit, I mean, this guy's job is pretty much gone. Because you know the NFL shit, they don't care if you're 48. If your ass winning games, they'll let you play as long as you win it. So, as far as answering that question, for now, it's uncertain. Maybe he needs to take some time, sit his ass on the bench, figure it out. But we'll follow up on that. On to the next game. You got New Orleans and Dallas. New Orleans beat Dallas ass 44-19. Oh wow. Great job, Dakota. What can I say about Dallas, man? Dallas going to do Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, 240 mil here, 100 and something here, but Dallas still going to do Dallas. They ain't going to win every game. I ain't think they was going to get burnt like that, though. The Saints had like 35 points at the half. I mean, Derek Carr, 11 for 16, 243 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Alvin Kamara, 20 carries, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns. Eesh. They had 3 touchdowns in the second quarter, bro. And I don't really think, well, Dak did okay. I mean, 27 for 39, 293, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. But and here's another fact I'm not surprised about. Zeke Elliott, 6 carries, 16 yards. Y'all really thought he was gonna come back to the team and he was gonna be like doing some shit? Y'all really thought that? Like, y'all thought that, well, shit, man, you know, he went to another team. He might have lost some weight, and he may still got it. Man, running backs don't last, bro. And where he been in the league? How long Zeke been in the league? About, shit, 7, 6, 7? I think between at least 6 years. Man, he burnt. You bet off. Whoever the rookie is, put his ass in the game, let him figure it out. But, yeah, Dallas was getting smashed, getting exposed. And the Saints going to be a problem, man, because they won their last game, but I think they had 41 points in their last game. And you got Chase Young down there who's doing pretty good as well. So, better luck next time, Dallas. So I'm not going to get on Dallas too much. I'm not going to get on none of the NFC East teams too much that are playing these teams like New Orleans. We don't play them all the time. So until we play them, I'm not really going to get on their ass because we might go. They might put fucking 50 on us. So I ain't going to say too much, but I want to say y'all did get your ass whooped. Other scores. You got Tampa Bay beat Detroit 20 to 16. You got the Colts lost to Green Bay 16 to 10. You got Cleveland beat Jacksonville 18 to 13. Jacksonville might be the worst team in the league. You got San Francisco lost to Minnesota 23 to 17, and nice little bomb to Justin Jefferson. Hey, shout out to the referee. The referee that y'all seen that play with a referee that was literally running with Justin Jefferson while he was running for the bomb pass. He got to be running the goddamn 4-3 out there, 4-2. But yeah, they won. Let me see. Seattle beat the Patriots 23 to 20, and the Jets beat Tennessee 24 to 17. Tennessee looking like some trash too. We got the Giants in Washington. I'm gonna get to that last. You also got, who was that? LAR. Who the hell is LAR? Oh, the Rams. The Rams lost to, I gotta start writing this out. I'm sorry. Got the Rams lost to Arizona 41 to 10. Wow. And Marvin Harrison Jr. is looking sharp out there, man. So good luck with him. Pittsburgh beat Denver 13 to 6. That's probably a very uneventful game. And you got Cincinnati lost to Kansas City 26 to 25. Again, just like I said last year, I really don't think that we need to be on the Taylor Swift cam every time either Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce do a good play. It's almost like we got to put it on the Taylor cam to see if she approves of the play. And if she's happy about it, then okay, we can be happy. Like, it's annoying, but it is what it is. Then you got Sunday Night Football, Chicago and Houston. Houston won 19-13. Man, listen, Caleb had a bad game, and C.J. Stroud is really good. Caleb went 23 for 37, 174 yards, 2 interceptions. He was getting hit a lot. You know what I'm saying? He was scrambling a lot. He was getting hit a lot. So, it'd be like that. You're a rookie. It's Sunday Night Football, man. Some people can't handle that pressure, man. Them Sunday night lights. So, I don't think that game, signifies his talent or how it's going to be for the season. I just think he just had a bad game. I think he just played against a better team. C.J. Stroud went 23 for 26, 260 yards, 1 touchdown. Wow. He's really good. He's really good. And, he gave kudos and he gave some words of wisdom to Caleb Williams, just saying, like, look, man, just play your game, you know what I'm saying, and you'll get there. So I think that's cool, man. I think that's something that, well, I think NFL is pretty good on, advertising that, hey, you'll get them next time. So, but we'll see them in the next game. And then you have Monday Night Football, Atlanta versus Philly. Atlanta wins under a minute left. Kirk Cousins pulled that shit out of his ass, 22-21. Hey, was it just me, or did I feel like they was really, really slicing this game up? I thought it was a Super Bowl. You had Jason Kelce dancing and shit with the dad New Balance on, nice green suit up there with Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, and interviewing Jalen Hurts before the game. And man, they was amping this shit up good, man. But it was a good game. Saquon got he got his carries, 22 carries, 95 yards. But, man, that 3rd and 3 pass that he dropped, that's a costly pass, man. That's costly. Didn't contributed to the L, but, you look, you go be the man, you got to pick that shit up. And Kirk Cousins, man, Kirk Cousins doing Kirk Cousins shit, man. Like, and a lot of people be like, well, what, man, why they be paying Kurt all this money? That's exactly why. I think my only issue with Kurt is when he was playing with Washington, he's playing the same way he played with Minnesota, in the same way playing with Atlanta. You just don't know who you getting each week. You can come out here and get Kurt, and Kurt has to throw 2-3 picks and fumble the ball and penalties and calling wrong plays, not reading the defense. You'll get that for 2-3 games straight. And next thing you know, the next 4 or 5 games out, he coming out, he throwing 300 yards, he's scrambling. You like that. Like, that's who Kirk Cousins is. That's why he get paid the big bucks, because he still can get out here and perform. Whether he coming off an injury, whether he feel like he not 100% or he's stiff, the boy can play. So, you got to give respect, you know what I'm saying, where it's done. But, yeah, I ain't think Philly was going to lose, though. And with that being said, since Philly lost, that means that my beloved Commanders are the only team in the division that won this week, which also means that we are, for now, number 1 in the division. So let's get a clap for that. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, so now let's get to the Commanders. So Commanders beat the Giants 21-18. Jaden Daniels, 23 for 29, 226 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Brian Robinson, 17 carries, 133 yards. Very good. And player of the game, Austin Seibert, 7 for 7 on the field goals. We won this goddamn game by field goals. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. Let's be crystal clear. If it wasn't for Graham Gano, New York's kicker, getting hurt in the beginning of the game, I think we lose this game, because they still scored 3 touchdowns. But because they ain't trusted punter, they elected to go for it every time they scored, and they weren't getting it. So I think this was definitely a losable game. I was very happy with the run game. I guess what my issue is, I don't really know. I guess my expectations for the Commanders was totally different. I was expecting like a high-powered offense. I was expecting like, bombs here, bombs there, trick plays, and and, unbelievable Odell Beckham Jr. type catches. I was expecting that. Maybe that's coming and they just taking their time. Maybe this is just what it is. But I feel like we're playing very, very conservative football. And don't get me wrong, it's working. You know what I'm saying? We won a game. But is this playoff caliber, football? You know what I mean? Because you still had New York. You had Devin Singletary, 16 carries, 95 yards. And you had Malik Neighbors who was tearing our ass up. 10 catches, 127 yards and a touchdown. The boy, outside of that one catch he missed at the end that kind of cost him the game, he was tearing our ass up. And I also got a question about this. Question from the community. It says, when do you think the Commanders will be competitive enough to get into the playoffs? Will it be this year? It depends, man. Again, I still feel like they haven't really showed me enough yet. Yeah, 23 for 29, you know what I'm saying, 226 yards. And he doesn't have any interceptions yet. He don't have any interceptions so far this year. Those stats are good. But, a lot of them shits is like short passes. So, it's accurate, yeah. We chewed up a lot of clock. We had like 22 minutes to like 8 minutes in the first half. We ran the ball a lot. I guess I just feel like it's really conservative football. And either maybe they just waiting to really start slinging that football. But could we go to the playoffs how we're playing now? I mean, we could. I don't think it would be that eventful. Like I haven't been excited yet. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple of runs, Brian Robinson had some wide open field joints. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, that's exciting. But am I like, oh my God, man, my team is really cooking shit? No, I'm not. I ain't there yet. So if they can give me my 9 or 10 wins, if they're playing like this, if they're gonna be smart, they're gonna play. If they're gonna keep playing conservative football, and it's going to be W's, then that's fine. If you can give me my 9 or 10 wins, I'm cool with that. If you give me 9 or 10 wins, we're going to the playoffs. But we also got the Bengals next week, Monday Night Football. And if you know Washington, number one, we not good on no type of primetime game. Thursday, Sunday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, well, we are not good. We are not good on primetime games. And we playing the Bengals. We playing a team that only lost by 1 to, Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. So I would say let's see how they play against the Bengals. If they lose, but it's a close game and they're competitive, maybe. If they get blown out like nothing, no. Because the Bengals is a good enough team that you can kind of make an early, determination. But a win is a win, man. I mean, we can kick 12 field goals. If it's going to get us a W, then I'm cool with it. All right, next topic. All right, so I won't spend too much time on this, man, but I'm just going to speak my 2 cents on the situation. So Shannon Sharp, you know what I'm saying? We all know the story. I'm late. He on IG Live getting some cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Talking real crazy. He on that joint talking Michelle this, Michelle that. You know what I'm saying? And, once the story broke, the first thing was, his account got hacked. You know what I'm saying? But then he went live and he said, no, my account was not hacked. He admitted it. Yeah, I was on there. But then he also said that, I don't know how to work social media. So I'm just going to go out here I'm going to go on the limb and say this and agree with me or not. There's no way for you to accidentally go live. Go live on Instagram. There's no way. Do we all know the process? Do we know the process? Everybody pick your phone up right now. Go to Instagram if you got it. I'm gonna give you 2 seconds. 1, 2. All right. Press that plus button in the bottom middle of your screen. Press the plus button. Then slide over to the live button. Then press the live button. And then that shit gonna say 3, 2, 1. First and foremost, that's way too many steps for you to do something by accident. Secondly, when you slide over to the live, that's already like, oh shit, this is an accident. There is no way that you can accidentally do that. So it's either 2 things I'm thinking. I'm thinking, number one, maybe the chick did it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some hush money or something. I don't know. Or a guy I work with says that he did that shit intentionally on purpose because maybe he wanted out of his ESPN contract. Now I don't know how true that is, and I didn't know he wanted out of ESPN if that's the case. But he also reported that shit like, hey, this is what happened, and apparently there's no punitive actions for it. So, I mean, is Shannon Sharp untouchable out here now? Because to me, not only do it seem like he's untouchable, as well as they done made T-shirts and all that shit. So it's like something that really could be looked at as something serious. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like, y'all was on Paul Pierce's ass when he was acting ass. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't even going that hard. And here you got somebody that admitted it, and it's just like nothing. And they done made shirts about the shit. So I don't know. I mean, could be maybe a double standard. Maybe because Shannon Sharp is really cooking shit right now. That's like, nah, we ain't done with him yet. We he still is purely entertaining. But yeah, nah, I'm not buying that. I'm an old man. I don't know how to work social media. I ain't buying that shit. I'm sorry. I'm not buying that. I mean, if you want to say that, okay, he got somebody that runs his accounts and all this, but for you to tell me that you telling me you absolutely never interact with Instagram, you don't know how the inner workings, like, come on, bro. Everybody know how to work Instagram, bro. So I'm not buying that shit. That's my take on it, man. So that's all for this episode, man. If you was fooling with it, man, make sure you share, subscribe, follow me on social media. Again, my IG, TikTok, and Threads is On the Bench with Rob. My YouTube is Robert Marbury. Please leave a rating. You know what I'm saying? If you're fooling with it, it is Tuesday at 7:45, and I will be releasing this thing in about 15 minutes. I'll see you guys next time. Captain out.